Boaty. This is my Land Rover, Boo. And this is the Peak District National Park. Welcome to Land Rover Lunches. Let's go.
The YouTube channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with...
Oh, you had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
Well, hello my lovelies. And you've joined me as we... Oh, hello. Blimey. You've joined me as we drive through the incredibly picturesque Peak District village of Stony Middleton. Now, for the first of these lunches, I thought that I would make you one of my absolute favourites, Nepali momo. And I thought that we would do that in the rather lovely location of Longstone Edge. And that's where we are heading right now. But the first question that you might well be asking is, what are momo, Nepali or otherwise? Isn't this lovely? Well, momo are a dumpling. Now, dumplings are common across many Asian cuisines. You may well be familiar with the Chinese versions and the Japanese, but momo are the Nepali and also Tibetan version of dumplings. And the Nepali dumplings, momo, they really do stand out because they are a lot spicier and more intricately flavoured than many of the other Asian offerings. So momo are little packets of absolute delight, really. They are minced meat or vegetables. Now, normally in Nepal, if you ordered momo, you would get buffalo. Obviously, buffalo is somewhat less common in the UK, so chicken or lamb or a combination of the two would be the norm, or with a vegetable alternative. And that mince, or keema, is mixed with a very specific and intricate herb and spice mix known as momo masala. And many of these herbs and spices are unique to the Himalayan region, which is what really sets Nepali momo apart from any of the others. So that mix of keema and momo masala is then encased in pastry. A simple pastry, flour, water, a little salt. And then these are hand-shaped traditionally into little pleated crescents. This is gorgeous, isn't it? And we were promised rain today, but fingers crossed, it looks like we might get lucky with the weather. So, the momo can be cooked and presented in a variety of different ways. For example, they can be deep fried and served in a soup. But perhaps the most classic and traditional way to cook and serve these fantastic things, and certainly the way that I'm going to do it for you today, is to simply steam the momo and serve them with a momo chutney, which is a very heavily tomato-based chutney featuring fresh green chilies, again a specific herb and spice mix, onions, and a variety of other things. Chutneys will be very individual according to the region of Nepal where they originate, and traditional family or village recipes. So now we're climbing the hill up towards the quarry at the top of Longstone Edge, and when we get over the top you will see that we have a stunning scenic view of the valley with Great Longstone down beneath us and looking right across to Bakewell and Chatsworth House. Now this is going to be the first of these that I've done, and my planning has been sketchy at best. So basically we're going to wing it, we'll see what happens, and then as the series goes on I can make various refinements and changes as required. One thing that certainly doesn't need to change is the scenery. Gosh, it's absolutely lovely here on this spring day at the beginning of May. And here we go as the magnificent spectacle of scenery begins to unfold in front of us. A little bit cloudy up ahead. If we're unlucky, that could be rain heading our way. Now we need to be a bit careful around here because this is an awfully narrow lane. There are very few passing places and it's quite a long drop down on our left hand side. And here we go. I think rather a lovely place to cook what I think will be a very lovely lunch. So let's park up and let's go and do exactly that. So here we are, Chatsworth House over there, Bakewell in the distance, Great Longstone down directly in front of us, and I think I've found a perfect spot here. Might be the first time I've cooked here, but I don't think it'll be the last. This might become a favourite. This is Longstone Edge. Isn't it fabulous? And this is a rather handy little lay-by because look what we've got here. A ready-made cooking platform. How perfect is that? So, we're lucky with the weather so far, although it's looking a bit ominous in various directions, but if it rains, hey-ho, we will cope with it. So, let's crack on and get set up, shall we? Fabulous. Put that behind you. And here is our steamer, which is going to sit. Oh, let's sort this stove out, shall we? So that goes upside down like that. That pops on top. Excellent. Now we're cooking on gas. See what I did there? Cooking on gas. Ha! You don't get this on hubnut. Just been doing some Facebook Live stuff for the members of the Facebook community group. If you're not a member, please do join us. Just search for Boaty's World on Facebook. Can't miss it. it is 5 to lunchtime, so let's crack on, shall we? Let's pop that down there, crank this up, so lock, and we have ignition. Yep, there we go. Oh, feel the heat off that. Okay, well, there's the first potential refinement needed. We need one of those posh camping tables with a windbreak, don't we? Stop the wind blowing the flame out. Add some water to the pot. Now this was hot water that I brought in a flask, and that will just speed up the process and stop wasting gas. Perfect. Oh. Descending aircraft overhead. I imagine that'll be heading towards Ringway, Manchester Airport. We'll pop the top hat on, like so. And just wait for that to do its thing, wait for that to warm up. While that's doing, we can set up another of my, oh that is warm, another of my Facebook Marketplace bargains, if I can remember how to do this. Ah, there we are. So that goes out like that. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to need one of those windbreak chaps. I mean, it's not really windy today. Normally it's blowing a hoolie up here. Today, fortunately, not so much. So that pops on. Oh no, it doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. We've gone too far down. Oh, that's right, because I forgot to do that. That'll go in there. Hang on, put you down. You come here, there's a good chap. Now you pop, all right, you pop there like that, and there like that, that's correct. And then you pop up, oh God. Right, you pop on here. Well, look, don't keep going down on me, for God's sake. I mean, you know, cooperate. Don't make me look like a fool when I'm broadcasting live to the nation. Oh, here comes a camper van, a Ford Transit, no less. Oh, and he's going to park here. Of course he is. He would do, wouldn't he? Wouldn't go into one of the empty ones. He'll come here with his big, noisy diesel engine and bugger all of this up. Fabulous. That sounds healthy, doesn't it, darlings? Anyway, that is the table erected. There we go. And that is going to be my little dining spot for today. Rather nice, isn't it? How's this doing? Pretty good. We're not actually steaming yet, but we are not far off. Nice. Okay, so here we've got my pre-prepared momo chutney, spring onion and coriander, and of course the all-important momo themselves. And I think we're just about ready to get these chaps on the go. Right, my lovelies, let's get going, shall we? Here we go. Here you can see the momo. Now, these are frozen. That's the normal way of doing it. You would make these in a big batch, hundreds at a time, and then you would individually freeze them and they will steam from frozen. and they're going to take about 20 minutes, give or take. So, lid off, pop that down there, and then we will carefully place the momo in the steamer. Just as the wind gets up. Well, it would, wouldn't it? 1, 2. Now you don't want them touching each other, and you don't want them touching the side of the steamer if you can possibly avoid it. Oh bollocks, there's a hole in the bag and I've dropped one. Oh dear. And I haven't got any spare water to wash this off. Oh, well, I can't waste a momo. Hold on. Oh shit, that's hot. Oh, bollocks. I knew everything would go titties up. Let's rescue that chap. Pop in there. There we go. Situation resolved. Ish. Slightly burnt finger. Anyway, a bit of dirt won't hurt you, will it? Good for you. Build up your immune system. One more fluck, and what we've got there is a baker's dozen. If you don't know what that means, ask your grandmother. She'll know. So there we go, my lovelies. There are the momo popped into the steamer, ready to steam. So we will put the lid on, and there you go. That's it. Leave them to do their thing and keep an eye on them, but you're going to be looking at 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of the individual momo and the ferocity of your steamer. There we go. The momo are steaming away very nicely. In other news, I've got a nasty feeling we might get a few drops of rain. This spot is so perfect that it's tempting to abandon the ideas of doing this anywhere else. Looking fabulous. Okay then guys, these momo are now well and truly ready. So let's turn the stove off that way, unlock that, and it's now time to serve up. Here we go. So, in the interest of avoiding washing up, I'm using one of these takeaway containers, but don't accuse me of being environmentally unfriendly. This is one that has been used and I've recycled it. I've washed it, dried it, and I'm going to use that. So we'll pop that down there, lid off. Then to extract your momo, take a spatula type thing. This has been a good one over the years for me. And just pick one you can get access to and just agitate them out and pop them on your plate. Now, if I was serving these at home, then the momo chutney would be in a nice little decorative ramekin, and the momo would be artistically arranged around them. Given that I'm not at home, I'm out in the arse end of nowhere, I'm just going to bung them into this takeaway container, smother them in chutney, dress them a little bit, and just generally go for it. Fabulous. These are looking good. Okay, so there's our momo. see them there. We'll take our little fresh garden green stuff and we'll just dress them nicely like that. Oh, I brought plenty, didn't I? Fabulous. And then rather than drench the momo, which to be honest I would do if I was just doing this for me, I'll pop the dipping sauce there as a side. And there you go. There is your finished dish. Nepali momo with momo chutney. And I'm just going to grab my my phone so that I can get a better shot of that for you. Here we go, my loves. As promised, the finished article. Nepali momo with hot and spicy momo chutney, cooked on a tiny stove and served in the beautiful Peak District. Right, that's enough filming, time to get eating. Well, I can safely say I've never eaten momos quite like this before. This is rather civilised. Superb. Very nice indeed. This chutney takes no prisoners. Not the worst lunchtime view, eh? And speaking of lunchtime views, this isn't the worst either. These are fabulous. Oh, God. That was good. Well, the momo have all happily disappeared down the little red lane and I am well and truly stuffed. But, God, that was fabulous. Oh, excuse me. That was fabulous. Rude. Well, excuse me. That was an utterly delicious lunch and a lovely experience. And I'm going to call that an absolute success. And I shall really look forward to the next one. So, all that's left for us to do now is tidy our stuff away. Being careful not to leave even a tiny bit of litter. Leave nothing, only footsteps and memories. Right, so just starting to feel a few raindrops now, guys, but you would have to say we've been really lucky today with the weather. The rain has held off for us. We got to eat in lovely surroundings, had a fabulous lunch. Let's get packed up and packed away before the rain really starts. What a fabulous little stove this is. 14 quid from Home Bargains. Thank you, little stove. Now let's pack away my £10 Facebook Marketplace bargain table. You may have noticed that I'm doing this on something of a budget. And there are two reasons for that. One is that I wasn't sure whether it was something I would do more than once or whether it was just a passing fancy. And the other reason is I'm extremely poor. And that's that. Oh, and the rain has kind of not come, just a few spots. And now the sun is quite warm. And last but not least, time to pack away another £10 Facebook Marketplace bargain, my folding chair, which is surprisingly comfortable. And all credit to it for holding me securely, because as possibly you can tell, I am not a small man, not by any means. Right, you join me back in Boo, the Land Rover, and we're all packed away and ready to get back to normal life, which in my case means getting ready to go to work this evening. I really hope you've enjoyed this first of what I plan to be a series of Land Rover lunches, where I cook various things in various parts of the fabulous Peak District National Park, or perhaps even further afield, who knows, in the future. If you have enjoyed it and you're not already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. It's free to do, and it means that you will get alerted when new videos are released, and it helps me out as well, so I would be very grateful. And if you like the look or even sound of the Momo and you would like to try them for yourself, then if you are local to Derbyshire, I can supply them for you from the restaurant, frozen for you to cook and enjoy at home, complete with the all-important Momo chutney. Just drop me a line in the comments below or get in touch with me on any of my social medias. Oh, those lambs are, bless them, they're hungry. They were going for it, weren't they? What a fabulous springtime sight. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time for another Land Rover Lunch. Bye for now. Bye bye.
Listen very carefully, I shall say this only once. Boats would like to express his heartfelt appreciation to his amazing channel members. Allen Searle, Project MGTF, Rosé-CHPH-KS, Chef-Daniel, The Greenwood, Typhoon Cat, Richard Mahon, Dinosaur Dad, GPSOMG, Car Crazy Norwegian, Tricia Alderman, Black Lines, Classic Wheels Wells, Sha Brown and Mickey Jeffries. Your support means the world to him, you're all fucking legends and he thanks you from the heart of his bottom.